Welcome to another episode of Ancient Divinations. Blaze one with for the nations. Something want to come out here. The Hierarch. Anubis. Death. Rebirth. It's not such an easy thing. The Hierarch. You're constantly looking for a balance. Some things you got to get rid of to gain the new. And since I'm a Scorpio, I'm going to tell you, once you get rid of the old and get the new, that new will become old at some point as well. And then you need another new. This is why I don't believe in staying nowhere too long. Don't stay in one spot. That's why I've been criticized for having too many different jobs and stuff like that. Too many different jobs and all you changing careers. Yeah, because I want to know, I want to learn, I want to grow. I want to see if there's something better out there for me. And that's where you come into terms with the balance. The balance, what's better? You know, we all looking for better. You know, we all looking for better. I like that part. Something popping out. Deduction. You know, sometimes you got to take a step back. See, this is a step back here. Deduction. Downgrade. See the hierarch facing one way, deduction facing the other? Sometimes you know going backwards make you go forward. You know, let's say, for example, you're living in a nice house you can't afford no more. So you downgrade your home. You downgrade your living circumstances. Are you still living? Yeah. Are you still in a home? Yeah. It ain't the one you was in. You get what I'm saying? Biplicity in two minds here. Because of the fact that you're battling with it. You don't know if you should stay. No, you know you shouldn't stay or continue, but where do I go that'll be beneficial? Like, I get it, don't stay here, but go where? You know what I'm saying? Don't do this, but do what? For me, I've just convinced myself just to keep moving forward. See, it don't matter. See, that's the part of life is it's never always going to be 100%. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to have everything. You know. Exchange. So it might be dealing with a relationship. You know. Originally, he wasn't my type, but my type is bad for me. Transmutation, you're changing. See, you're maturing. You're growing into a realistic person. You know, when we're young, we always got all this, you know, this thought and stuff that don't really, it's not the real world. You know what I'm saying? When I hear young people talk about stuff and it's like, they're not going to do that. Oh, they'll see. But you're maturing, you're changing. So that's why the biplicity was here, because while you're growing and changing, you got to feel your way through life. You got to feel, you're not just going to know what works for you. You have to experience things. You have to grow, you have to change. You got to do this, you got to do that. You have to experience things. And that will let you know. That will let you know. Yeah, so you're gonna sit with yourself and figure it out. Solitude. You're not rushing anywhere. You're a thinker. You want to literally figure it out. You want to figure it out. You don't want to just move. I don't like horizontal moves. It has to be lateral. I want to go up. I don't want to go, you know what I'm saying? You leave this job to go to the next job. It's paying the same, doing the same thing, same type of management, the same. Well, you wasn't here, you wasn't happy there, so why you think you're gonna be happy there? Make sure you got lateral moves. Go up, and that's what you're sitting with right now. What's the best decision for me? What's the best choice? That's what I was talking about. But you're still moving forward. Move forward. Move forward. Just don't stop. You have to experience life. Life is about the dash in the middle. You got the day you was born on your casket, and then you got the day you died on your casket, on your headstone, on your grave site. And there's a dash in between. And I tell people, live for the dash. You were born one day, you're here now, you're going to die one day. Live for the in-between that. And that's what you're starting to realize. You're starting to realize that, you know. Those wanted to come out. Art and science. Yeah, because the world is full of beautiful stuff. You know there's a lot you want to do. There's a lot you want to learn, even. There's a lot of stuff you want to learn as well. The world is full of beautiful beauty. There's a lot in the world. Regeneration. Creating yourself anew. Becoming a new person, transmutation, regeneration. There's a change happening here. A big change, a life change. Now, I do keep seeing passion on the bottom of the deck. And, that might be a sign to go for your passion. But you have to watch out for those passions. All passion ain't good passion. Some passion to keep you stuck and stagnant. Some passion is good passion. But not all passion is good passion. You know what I'm saying? Some passion, great. Some passion, not so great. You dig? Yeah. But the wheel is spinning regardless. 'Tis the season for the wheel to spin. It's changing regardless. Now, this wheel gonna spin. So that's why you gotta stay the plower. You got to stay moving forward, because you cannot, this is God spinning the wheel. When God spins the wheel, there's nothing you can do. You cannot stay where you at. You cannot stay stagnant. You know this. You know this. This is why you're doing everything you can do. This is why you're moving forward. This is why you're doing this. This is why you're doing that. Because you can't stay there. That's exactly why you're moving forward. Uh-oh. What's that? Inspiration. You're inspired by those around you as well. You might be gaining some help. You might be asking for help. Or people just willing to help you. But you're inspired. And I think I had another relationship card up here. Let me go back here. Exchange. Exchange could have been a relationship card, or could just deal with the barter system. Exchange. I give you, you give me. We give each other. Inspiration. I'm inspired by working with other people. You get what I mean? Inspiration, inspired. Yeah. Speculation. Weighing out the odds, like we were just saying. Even watching people. Are they good for me? Are they bad for me? Should I be with them? Should I not be with them? Should I work with them? Should I not work with them? Should I confide in them? Should I ask them the questions that others don't want to answer, really? You know what I mean? Weighing it out. Pros and cons rule life. Speculation. You should be speculative. You should damn sure be speculative. Whoa, something going on here. And you're on the edge too. You want what you want. Don't come over here with no BS. You're going to meet this sword. Don't none of that. You're going to meet this sword here. It's uneasy. You got a lot of people that you might have to fight off. And, you know, that's one thing I don't like about humans. We get in each other's way. You don't need nobody in your way. Well, I don't need to get in nobody else's way either. It don't help me. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you my opinion if you ask. Because sometimes, you know, even if you don't ask and I give you my opinion, it's to help you. It's not to hinder you. It's not to be a hater. You know, you realize that some of those people are haters. You need a new crowd. You're looking for a new crowd, a new crew of people to hang with. Less negative. That's my biggest thing, is get rid of the negative people. They good people, but they negative. Everything you say out your mouth is just negative. Everything you do is negative. You know? And you're tired of being around those naysayers or people with that funny thought. And this is thought. Building something for yourself. You know? Building on the back end. Maybe where people can't see you. You're building stuff people can't see. You know? And so I love that for you. Let's get a clarifying card, Most High. Let's get a clarifying card. Let's end this thing out on a high note. Renaissance. Yeah, that's that going back in the past, I said. You know, it's like you went so far and it wasn't better for you. Now you want what you had back. I went so far and it wasn't better for me. What I had was actually better for me. But that's the part of growing and learning and maturity. It's part of your life path. There was nothing wrong with going so far and realizing that it wasn't good for you. That's great. Now you know. Knowing's half the battle. You don't want to have not went so far and then got to figure out if it's good. If you, or you know what I'm saying? Like you'll have resentment in another way. Man, should I have done that? Should I have went there? Now you know. So I think that's awesome. The now you know portion of that, I think that's awesome. You know, that's what we're all here for. Growing and learning. Growing and learning. Continue to grow. Continue to learn. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I love y'all so much. Of course, we'll always be on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Save the video. Share the video. And until next time, peace.